Congrats on the win, Coach, and advancing to round 2. How does it feel?
Well, it feels excellent. I'm super happy for the boys. Like that's a grind. That's kind of been our MO all year, that we don't quit, and nothing's been easy. And we kind of referenced first game of the season. You go into Hershey, the champions, and you win that game. It wasn't easy. You go back-to-back in Roch, win back-to-back. That's not easy. We did it. Went to Syracuse, won back-to-back with a banged-up lineup. That wasn't easy, and we did it. So we knew it wasn't going to be easy. They got some high-character guys over there, and it wasn't. Took 65 minutes to do, and we did it.
How much can you say about Garrett Pilon? Scores 2 big goals, game 2, the overtime winner here in game 3, and we've talked about him a lot, but what else can you say?
Well, it comes as advertised, right? A credit to Ryan Bonus, identified that we needed some guys in here with playoff experience, and what's more than a guy that just fresh off a Calder Cup. And we looked at his stats in the regular season with Hershey last year, were just okay, and then in the playoffs he was almost a point-a-game guy. So that was something that we identified and went and they stepped up and they went and signed him, and here he is again in the playoffs making big plays and scoring big goals.
What was kind of said when it's 3-3 after 60 minutes? Was it?
Well, just that it's never been easy for our group. We said this morning that our identity as a group is that we don't quit. So it didn't go our way in that third period, and they crawled back in, but we don't quit. So let's just flip the script that it was in Toronto in overtime, and they were fortunately we did.
And one of the things I think you can say is that a lot of this series you were the better team, weren't you?
I think we were. I think, they're a good team, but we played to our identity that we've worked on all year, was heavy and hard and below the goal line, and we executed that. And I think the other thing that we did was, with all the transactions we had this year and all the movement, it was just next man up mentality, and our fourth line scores the first goal of the game, and Stephen Halliday is a huge factor in the game-winning goal. So, that's your so-called fourth line stepping up in a huge game in a huge moment, and that's kind of what our group's done all year.
David, what does this kind of series win do for the people that are prospects in this series? How can going another round help them out?
It's huge. I mean, game 1, Ostapchuk and Clevin scored, so he was really good. Now, you move on, the pressure becomes more, the moment becomes bigger, and that's what guys are looking for us to do. We're looking as an organization to evaluate these guys in the bigger moment, because nothing gets bigger than the NHL playoffs, and that's ultimately where we want to breed these guys to get to be contributors in the NHL playoffs for the Ottawa Senators. So I've been here 5 years, Bruce, and now we can send guys up there that have playoff experience. We haven't been able to do that in the past to help, as good as, Batherson and these guys that were down here. We unfortunately didn't make the playoffs those years. So now those guys go up there, they felt the playoffs and winning in the playoffs and pro, and I think that's a huge piece of their development.
It's a little early, I know, and you just won a series, but what do you anticipate from a team like Cleveland?
Well, they were in first place all year until Columbus got decimated with injuries. So they're deep. They got outstanding goaltending, outstanding depth. They don't play a flashy game, but they play a smart game. They play a safe game. But their goaltenders, he's a real good goalie, Jet Greaves. So we'll look at some more video tomorrow. Superstitiously, I didn't look at any, but I'll be busy tonight and tomorrow morning watching them.
Do you think that the players and the staff here understand the importance of winning the first series in franchise history?
Well, I certainly know the staff does, because we've sat a lot of long days in that office. But you know what? When you see the passion of Igor after getting us into the playoffs, and then even after that game, they understand it. The Reinhardts and the Sokolovs and the Thompson that have been here through the grind, they appreciate it and they know the importance of it.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Rods.